Hi, my friends, it's Kunal here, and today we're going to tackle our seventh session from the book Instant Word Power. And in this session, we're going to understand some new words like vertigo, uh, and inversion, reversion, introversion, versatile, vertebra. These kinds of words we're gonna be familiar with after a certain time. After completing this session, you are master in these words. So we have to start our this session number 7 from the book Instant Word Power. Most Latin verbs end in O. In session 5, we discovered verbo to turns, and in later sessions we will meet plicto to fall, sido to sit, sito to go, ject to throw, eject, inject. These kinds of words we already covered in our previous session number 5. Ject to throw, eject means to throw something, that's called ejection, send to fill, and to great many others. So these are parental words. We already know these words and their meanings are writing on the display. Just write it in your copy once again, because the more you write, the more familiar you will become with the words. You don't hassle that much after writing the words in your paper. Latin verbs has what we call principal parts, and in the same case, in the some cases that are parallel quite differently one from the others, with English words coming from all of them. Word to, like most Latin verbs, has four principal parts as follows: verto I turn, verti I have turned, verti to turn, versus having been turned. Although the form of an verb is, as you can see above, strictly the first person singular of the present tenses. Present tenses. It is linguistic convention. What is the meaning of the linguistic convention? Linguistic convention is means language rules. Language rules. Linguistic convention means language language rules. Linguistic convention means language rules. The language rule and the matter of convenience to translate in English as an infinitive. So English words comes from both verb to and versus. Usually the verb form from verb to the noun form from verses. For example, convert. Convert. What's the meaning of the word convert? Convert is to change it, to change something. Convert means to change something called conversion. But pivot, whenever we considering the pivot is a lead person that doing some kind of uh, lead person that doing some kind of socially unacceptable behavior, showing some kind of unacceptable behavior in the society, showing the sexual, some guys, as you know, that shows a little bit of sexual behavior. They want to sex and these kinds of things sometimes. So these kind of behavior, if a girl, most of the movies when the girl say pervert, you are pervert, and just run away. So these kind of phenomena we already familiar with it. So pervert is a lead person, socially unacceptable or socially person that is having, showing some kind of sexual behavior that's not socially acceptable at all. That's called pervert. Pervert is basically a lead person is called pervert. Revert. What's the meaning of the word revert? Uh, Revert. Convert, to change. To change. Pervert is a lead person. Lead, so socially, every word having its own sense and own meaning. So don't learn words as a synonym, because if we already have the words, then why we need a different word to say the same thing? So even they sound similar, but their meanings, there's a difference between them on time of usage. So you have to keep in your mind, if we have different word than the use uses of both of the words, even they are synonym, we say it's synonym, but there is nothing like synonyms. We need words, that why we use it. Every situation having every different kind of words, that's why our language getting better and better and better. So convert, to change, lead. Pervert is a lead person, and revert it to change back, to change back to the original position. G, original position. Invert is to flip, to flip is to invert whenever in a sentence. Sometimes we flip the flip the adjectives and adverbs, so that our sentence uh, sounds more palatable, and that's why we're using invert. Hence the nouns denoting the quality, process, or actions from introvert, extrovert, and introversion. We already know this, where introvert is a person that familiar, a garrulous person, gregarious person, not garrulous. Garrulous, what's the meaning of the word garrulous? Garrulous person is a person who is a only speaking person, who speak, who that supercilious person, that I am this kind of person is called garrulous person. But introvert are a very calm-minded person. He doesn't like the interference of other peoples, and he don't like the gathering of peoples. He don't want to express, he's shy to express himself, it's called introvert. Extrovert is person who don't shy there. So these are some kind of qualities, denoting the qualities. These are the qualities and actions of these introvert, introversion. And if we write these words in a quality form, then it makes, but not reckle which they are. I think I forgot to. They are some other fascinating English derivatives from the Latin word to turn. The medical terms of sensation of dizziness in vertigo, a feeling that everything around one is turned out or spinning. The adjective is vertigious, which means either dizzy and unstable, changing rapidly and predictably. So here we have new word, vertigo. What is the meaning of the dizziness? Whenever you have unsteady mind, un unsteady, whenever you feel that you have spinning, your head is spinning and turning. This kind of situation is called dizziness. Whenever you are in a roller coaster and the roller coaster start very fastly, after the completion of the ride you feel some kind of spinning in your mind, the whole upper area, your pictures. After drinking beer, that you feel sometimes when you drink beer, then you feel a little bit of this thing. This phenomenon is called dizziness. And dizziness is called vertigo, because these are synonyms of each other. As we all know that, already told you that there is nothing called synonym, because each and every word having its different usage. So even they are synonyms, but it doesn't mean that we can flip it together. Let me to catch my pen. Yes, I get my pen. The adjective vertigo, vertigo means to whenever turning or spinning, whenever you feel turning and spinning is called vertigo. The adjective is vertigious. Vertigious is the It's an adjective of vertigo, and that means either dizzy or unstable or changing rapidly, or it's the whole situation is basically whenever you feel this situation is called dizziness, and this dizziness is called vertigo, and vertigo the adjective form is vertiginous. And what are adjectives that qualify noun and pronoun? Vertebra, as we all know in our biological classes, whenever the classification of the vertebra is a main role on the classification of kingdoms, phylums, and whenever we study biology, if we, there's a chapter phylum kingdom. On that chapter, we find that our classification is also based on our vertebra because of the vertebral columns we have in a different class. So vertebra. What is vertebra? Vertebra is basically the backbone backbone is called vertebra. The spinal cord area, that spinal cord is inside our neck. Start its here and go to L1, L3 of the pelvis area. One of the segments of the spinal cord is the etymological part of the axis on which the body turns. The plural is vertebrate. Vertebrae. Vertebra is singular and vertebrae is plural. You have to cap this one. I think you're getting my point. Peoples who are versatile. What's the meaning of the versatile? Versatile is something, if you can say that I am a versatile person, that it means that you can do a lot of work. You can sing, you can write, you can even dance, you can just a good musician, and you can also good writer. You also, when a single person can do multiple jobs and professional, not professional, but can do in the way that it is acceptable, this is called versatile. Versatile person is a person who can do more jobs, turn easily and success from one skill to another. A versatile music, uh, many many can do many things, can do many things. Skills of versatile musician, instrument, a versatile bassman artist. Peter also Willis is a successful author, director, actor, composer. Even more versatile was Michelangelo, who was a sculptor, painter, poet, and artist. Versatile, that means figuratively well-rounded, figuratively, figuratively well-rounded, but only figuratively. You cannot, of course, or can recall, which is versatile, rounded, and culture. That was maybe. So the act of mm, let me to hide out the answer, so the things getting easy for me. Easy for me and to articulate, because if you have the answer, then you find a little bit of distraction to get these points at all. So let me to hide it first. So act of conversion, of converting is called conversion. Act of reversion. What is converting? Converting is to change things. Reverting is to bring back to his previous condition. If you bring back something to his previous condition, that means you reverting. There is a uh, option whenever you're working on some MS Word, MS Excel. There is reverting option there, so you can get the changes that you done, or you can improve your mistakes. That's why reverting. Undo or redo. What is undo? Undo is basically reverting. Reverting, undo. Undo. Perverting. Perverting is this words is perversion. And inversion, reversion. We have to write these kinds of forms here. Hints and definition. Act of inverting, but what called the act of inverting is inversion. Inversion. Inversion is to flip it. Being an what's the perverting act of perversion? Perversion is a act whenever a person showing his lead characters lead from is called perversion. Quality of being an introvert. Inversion. Quality of being an introvert. Introversion. Quality of being an extrovert. Extroversion. Dizziness. Vertigo. 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 Dizziness. Whenever you feel your head unstable and your head is spinning, then this situation is called dizziness, and this dizziness is called vertigo. So dizzy, dizzy, vertiginous, vertiginous. Segment of a spinal cord, vertebra, R T E B R E, vertebra. Vertebra is plural of the word vertebrae. Vertebrae, vertebrae, well-rounded person who can do many jobs called versatile. Versatile, a person who can do many jobs called versatile. Remembering hints, remember the root words and you can spell the words. Note how English word bolts on pad having an after the p. Expedite to increase to boost up the speed is called expedite. We covered these words in previous lecture. I'm just telling you here, not writing it down. The guys who don't go watch our previous session, go and watch our previous session first. It's important because expedite is basically if you're considering the word expedite is basically I have to just but how can I control the intensity of this? Okay, what is this? Expedite is basically whenever we considering the word expedite refers to speed up something. Something's expeditious, speed up something. Expedition is the journey. Expedition is a journey that having more some kind of intentional journey. It's called expedition. Note that the double N of the NES errors are sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial is the celebration of 150 years. We covered in session number 4. Note that the spelling of the Latin sine without influences the patterns of sinecure. Sinecure is the job that's a sitting job that doesn't need that much of laborious work. These works is called sinecure. Read for test, fill in the blanking letters, they write the complete word. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper on or on a blank card if the lines in the middle columns are too short for you. So it's here we have to start our session. This is our exercise time. It's a verbal exercise, but with the words I'm telling you the meaning each and every time so that you are getting familiar with it. Impediment is the obstacles that resist you is called impediment, and is one IMPDIMENT. Impediment. Expedite expedite to speed up something, and the person who do this is called expeditor. Expedition This is an adjective form of expedite. Expeditious. Expedition is the uh, journey that having some kind of motive is called expedition. Expedition. It mostly oftenly happens in the previous era. In the era of king and queen, they do expeditions. On the on that they killed by someone else. Destination sesquicentennial, 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 sesquicentennial. What's the meaning of the word sesquicentennial? Let me drink a little bit of water so that my throat it's not good. I need water. By the way, my new water bottle. Do you like it? Like it or not? But study. Sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial is the celebration of the 150 years. It's called sesquicentennial. Centennial. Sesquipedalian. Sesquipedalian is the words that have the words that are lengthy words are called sesquipedalian. Sesquipedalian, sesquipedalian are lengthy words. Sinecure is the job that doesn't need that much of laborious work, like some kind of a sitting job, like chairman job. Some of the political jobs are sinecure job. We can say that. Sinecure, Sinecy, sinecure. Pedicure, pedicure is taking care of your feet. Pedicure. Pedi means foot and cure means care. Parent pedi is parental verb for foot. Etymologically, again, do you still remember the roots and prefix from the sessions 1 and 2 and 3? Here they are again, each with an example in English. Write the meaning of the roots and prefixes. Pad means foot. Pedometer is the device that is used to measure the distance covered by a person foot. Bip is the creature that having 2 feet. Bi means 2. Quadru means 4. Quadruped is a quadruped. Quadruped, the organism that having 4 feet is called quadruped, like dog, cat. Mostly the cat, goat, these animals are quadruped. And biennial means year. And what's the meaning of the word biennial? Biennial refers to the phenomenon that happens in every 6 months or 2 times in a year. Biennial means biennial. Here the next word biennial. Biennial means in every 2 years, happens in every 2 years, after 2 years. After 2 years. Here 2 times in a year. Biennial means, but biennial means there's difference in the spelling. Biennial means happens after 2 year. Things of or 2 times in a year. 2 times in a year. 2 times in a year. After every 2 years. Year. Any means year. Semi means half. That means through. Centi means 100. A million means 1,000. I think All my words are. There's no chance I am wrong here. How about the new words prefixes from the session word X? X means out, in means in, intro means inside, extra means outside, side, expedited to boost up the speed, impede is the to slow down the extrovert person that have that don't like the company of that much of people. Extrovert is the person who happy to talk to the peoples as a people person. Word to introvert, word to turn. Siski refers to uh, one and half. Siski Siskipedalian is something that is long. Long words are called Siskipedalian. Long language words are called Siskipedalian. Siski means one and half. Man is means uh, uh, man means hand, and cura means care. Manicure is basically care of hands, and women do their nail polishment and these kinds of. The manicure, pedicure is a spelling quiz. Is another quiz ready for surprise test. When the missing letters or letters that rewrite the complete word, write your answers on separate sheet of paper or blank card if the lines in the middle columns are too short for you. So okay, expedite. I think we covered it again, but we're doing it again. It's not matter for us. Still can do it. Expedite to increase the speed of introvert. Introvert is the person that initiative person is the introvert that don't like to show her beliefs, her deeds. Expedition. Just E-E-D-I-T-I-O. Expeditious to speed up. Sisqui. Ski. Pedalian. Sisqui pedalian. CSQIPETA. And sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial refers to centennial. Sesquicentennial. What's the meaning of the word sesquicentennial? Sesquicentennial refers to uh, have celebration of 150 years is called sesquicentennial. Sinecure, the job that doesn't need any kind of laborious work. Uh, sitting jobs called sinecure. Pedicure, taking care of your foot care is called pedicure. Biennial, biennial, every 2 years. Biennial, perennial is throughout the year. Per is parental word for through, and ennial for year. So millennium, MILLEN, millennium, celebration of 1,000 years. I don't know who else celebrated the celebration of 1,000 years. It's a nonsense thing. Centipede, CENTI. But some of the companies are that much old. Millipede refers to milli millipede is creation that having thousands of feet called millipede. Millennium is the celebration of 1,000 years. Millennium, quadrennial, quadrennial, quadrennial is basically uh, 4 feet creatures are called no. Oh no, my bad. Quadrennial means phenomena that occur after 4 years. After 4 years in a cycle, that's called quadrennial. Quadrennial after 4 years. Quadruped. Quadruped is the organism that having 4 feet creatures. Quadruped. Curator. Curator is the caretaker of library. It's called curator. R-A-T-O-R. Curator. So I think we completed the whole session. So at the last of the session, I just gave you a quote. It's my personal credos. I believe in that neither the strongest live happily nor the affluent or the richest. The person who lives happily is that who know how to adapt himself. The adaptive person can live happily. So this is the quote today. So, the Kunal signing off. Bye. Thanks for watching my videos, and being persistent is you really appreciating me. It's mean a lot for me. So bye. Thanks again.